Hi guys, this is Nick here with Shallow Graves Magazine. I'm here with artist Shawn Coss at Chicago C2E2 2020. How are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing fantastic.
That sounds absolutely fantastic. I know it's a bit of an early morning, so we're gonna get through
I actually
this.
got a good sleep, so I
See?
went to bed early.
Surprisingly, me too. I was like, the person I was with did not get good sleep, so I was like, sorry, buddy. So to start off some of the questioning, I know recently one of the other projects that you did that I see right behind here is a Gorey Demise.
Yep.
For those who do not know, what was your inspiration behind it, and what does it pay tribute to?
Okay. So last October, I kind of was telling myself I wasn't going to do Inktober anymore because how stressful it can be, and I didn't want to have to keep rehashing some topics. And the last second, I was just going through some of my old books I had, and I had my Edward Gorey book, Ghastly Crumb Tinies, that was a book I loved growing up. I was like, you know what, I want to put my own spin on this. No one's really done it before. And his stuff was like cute and dark. I wanted just fucking more dark, I guess, but I end up still making it cute. So I, paying tribute, I called it a Gorey Demise, spelling it like Edward's last name. I kind of just went that route with it. And now I still get people going, hey, that reminds me of Creature Feature.
I can see the, yep.
And a lot of those people who say that is like, well, Creature Feature got it from Edward Gorey.
Yeah.
So a lot of those people who are aware of Creature Feature don't even know about the Edward Gorey book.
See, and surprisingly, I found out about it. My uncle, who's a tattoo artist, had a huge poster of them, and when I was like little, I would just stare at it and like freak myself out.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
So it was like almost the same thing with Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark for me.
Yep, that was also one of my childhood books.
And so on top of that, you got that going. I also have found out recently you are doing basically kind of a reprint of It's All in Your Head. And it's a dose too. So I know like It's All in Your Head had a lot of very positive feedback. How did you kind of react to that? And then what is in store for dose 2?
So when I did the full collection, the reaction to it was overwhelming. I had no idea how many people were interested in my work. Like I was aware of, people were behind my mental illness artwork, but I didn't know how they would react to having like an actual like collection of it. So we did the Kickstarter back in 2018. We made 1,500 books. We officially sold out every one of those books.
I got one.
Yep. I had a lot of people so every October that happens, people kind of find my stuff again. So they're like, oh, where's that book at? I'm like, dude, it's been sold out. They're like, I just found you. How did it sell out so quick? I'm like, well, I did it, a year before, and so I thought it over. Kept thinking I wasn't going to do a reprint. I was going to be like, you know what? If you got the book, you got the book, and that's it. But I got probably 100, 200 emails, people just begging, like, hey, I really want this book. This will help. I have a lot of therapists who have been like, my fellow therapists have been saying that this is the book I need to get. I need to get a hold of it. So I talked it over with my business partner, my wife. I was like, I think I'm going to do another book. So I'm doing a smaller 8.5 by 11 without the slipcase. It's going to be what's it called? Perfect bound, soft cover.
Okay,
yeah.
Okay.
I wanted to make it a little bit easier to get overseas because the previous book was like £4, and to ship that overseas was like $30 off the top.
I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, so like every international order, I end up losing money on because of just the cost. But I want to make sure they got the book. So with the new book, it has Series 1, like the first one, all of my inspiration behind the piece. I included Series 2. On top of that, I included a lot of the work I did back in 2019, a lot of my mental health series, a lot of pieces that are behind me. I'm talking about that. So the first book was 240 pages. This one's going to be 266 to 270 pages.
Nice. So that is a pretty nice add-on.
It'll be bigger. So people who have the first book, they can kind of have a reason to get the second one. But I told them, like, look, you've seen the new artwork. It's just for people. This is more for like a service to fans who didn't get that book. So I want to give them an opportunity. After this, though, I probably won't try and go back to the well because you start teetering on like exploitation at that point.
I totally get that with it. And then for kind of a last question thing, whether it's a project that you're working on at the moment, something you're listening to, something you're reading, whatever, what is something you are very passionate about at the moment?
Right now, I'm super passionate about my kids.
Nice.
Like my I have a 5 and a 3-year-old daughter, and the last year I realized how much I'm gone all the time, and they're more aware of it now. So a lot of my passion is kind of being driven towards them, and they're starting to get into artwork. which
Ooh.
as a father is like amazing.
Oh, yeah,
so like
especially, yeah.
I didn't have to force it on them. Like, you're gonna learn how to draw. Like they just see me working. They're like, I'm gonna work with you, Dad. I'm gonna draw with you.
Cool.
So that's been kind of like my passion right now, is just kind of nurturing that creativity.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. No, thank you very much for taking the time out of your day with it. I absolutely love your artwork. We are all huge fans. But yeah, this is Nick Shallow Grave signing off. Thank you guys. See you a little bit.